Well, hello guys. Those of you that may or may not be preparing for Hurricane Laura, or you're not in the Louisiana, Texas, or even Mississippi areas, I am. For those of you that follow my videos, you know that I am in South Louisiana. If you look at the projected path of Hurricane Laura, that's where I live. About 28-30 miles off the coast of the Gulf of Mexico. And yeah, it's as you can see, the skies are getting a little black out here right now. And I apologize, I dropped my phone, so my camera's quality is not the greatest. But yeah, I'm finishing up preparations. Let me give you guys a little bit of an inspection, a little bit of a tour. Got my back patio area here. This piece of plywood right here will go on that window right there here in a little while. That piece of plywood there be slid up, cover that window. Bathroom window is covered. Let me run down here. And I guess you guys in South Louisiana who've been through this is nothing new for you. But those of you that haven't, it's pretty an interesting process. That is my pieces of plywood. What I did with the, and thank you Derek and Todd and Kobe for helping me, workers that work with me. I've got screws drilled into my mortar bed, which your mortar is pretty strong, cement. And then I put mason screws through it, bolted all the way around. And then I have drywall screws straight up the middle to affix those two. I might have lost you guys, so there we go. I think I lost you guys for a minute. The wind's supposedly going to be coming out of with the trajectory of the storm, we're going to be receiving more of a south and easterly wind. So that's why I have this side of my house all picked up. Just so you know, these 2x4s over here, these are not staying. I'm not stupid. Essentially what we try to do in the midst of a hurricane is to remove all projectiles or things that could potentially become projectiles. And you guys in the gun community, of course, know what a projectile can do. And it's starting to rain. We're already getting a squall from one of the storms, the outer bands, I guess. 2x4s are about to get screwed to my neighbor's fence. This is my neighbor's fence back across here. It's an old fence. He's trying to get at least one more year out of it. Don't think that's going to happen as of tonight. As you can see, it's already been repaired a couple times this year. It falls in. So winds will be coming from that direction, coming this way towards me. So that fence is likely to come this way. And if those panels come apart from each other, or those different planks and 2x4 sections across it, if they come loose, well, obviously they get launched straight at my house. So I have a dozen of those same, if nothing else, maybe the whole thing's going to come, the whole thing's going to come, but at least it's not going to be piece by piece, one at a time, because I'll have it anchored down to the ground. Couldn't really do much with my son's swing set over here. That's probably going to be a little bit of a parachute kind of lift sensation. This thing is massively heavy. The way I look at it, if it launches, probably got a whole lot of bad things to worry about, like my whole shop right here that could potentially go towards my house. Again, my house is back over here. I took my son's trampoline, flipped it upside down, took all the legs out of it, because again, if that wind can get under it, like like my neighbors, if the wind can get under it, it can do so very easily, and it can launch that thing up in the air. And of course, all those legs become projectiles too if they come off of it. So the wind is going to be coming from that direction. So I pushed it as far, hoping that this fence right here would block the wind from being able to get underneath it with it lying on the ground now. So I think this is probably the safest place for it. It's likely to, if it gets launched, come from here and go over that way, because again, that's the direction. I really believe, based on the direction of the hurricane, where it is and how it's coming up, I'm going to have winds going this way. So as you see, other than my crapper over there, window, the little bitty window, yeah, that one right there. Other than that one, I've got everything you can see along this side of my house also. That's the south side of my house. And of course, this is the east side of my house. Everything's boarded up. My pool, I am going to let the pool run for as long as it can run. I anticipate we will obviously run out of power at some point. When we do run out of power, those of you with swimming pools that might be in this area, best thing to do with a swimming pool, because that's what I do for a living, is let it run for as long as it can, because filtration is the key, obviously, of keeping it from turning green or whatever. And then once you get to a point where you lose power, keep some chlorine or something like that in it. Yeah, see the Ranger getting kind of ugly. It's coming down pretty good now. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna tune in and out with you guys quite often throughout this storm. Hopefully I can keep everything charged as much as I can. Oh yeah, check my shirt out. You can buy these official Legally Armed America shirts at ballisticink.com. Go look for my logo, Legally Armed America logo, and then you can go purchase the shirts. Cool shirts, very fitting for the time, Neighborhood Watch program. But again, guys, look for me. I'm gonna be tuning in and out as much as I can, going live as much as I can, posting pictures on Facebook, Instagram, and all that good stuff as much as I can. My wife and my lovely little boy and my mother-in-law are actually headed to San Antonio with a very good friend of mine, Greg and Julie Askew. So thank you very much for them taking my family in and keeping them safe while I keep the homestead safe. Guys, I'll see you shortly.